prepare for death. It's a journey we'll all take. Learn how to make it a path to heaven's gate. Learn how to make it a path to heaven's gate.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah. The Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam, has stated, adorn your gatherings by reciting salat upon me, as this will be nur for you on the day of judgment. Sallu ala al-habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, my dear viewers, in this silsila of the discussion of death. Alhamdulillah, in the previous episode, I discussed about the issues relating to the deathbed. And inshallah, in this episode, I shall discuss about Malakul Maut and his assistant angels. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, translation from Kanzul Iman, say you, the angel of death gives you death, who is appointed over you, then you will return towards your Rabb. Let's listen to some of the ahadith and Mubarak. Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala an reported that when Allah Almighty willed to create Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, He commanded one of the angels who carries the arsh to go down to earth and bring some sand. When the angel reached the earth and intended to take the sand, the earth said to the angel, I give you the oath of He who sent you towards me, that you should not take my sand, so that tomorrow it would not have to burn in the fire. When the angel returned to the divine court of Allah, he was asked the reason for not bringing the sand from earth. The angel mentioned the words of the earth and said, O Allah, when you took the qasam of your majesty, I left it behind. Allah Almighty then sent another angel, and the same happened with him, until finally Allah Almighty sent Hazrat Malakul Maut alayhi salam. The earth gave him the exact same response. So he said, O earth, the one who has sent me towards you is more worthy of being obeyed compared to you. So how can I listen to you when he has given me a command? Hence he took sand from different parts of the earth and presented it in the court of Allah. So Allah molded it with the water of Jannat, and it became mud, and from it Allah Almighty created Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. It is reported that the control of the system of world is in the power of 4 angels. The control of the armies and winds is in the power of Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam. The control of the rains and the vegetation is in the power of Hazrat Mikail alayhi salam. And removing the souls is in the power of Hazrat Israel alayhi salam. And Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam carries the commands of Allah to all of them. Hazrat Rabi ibn Anas radiallahu ta'ala an reported that he was questioned with regards to Malakul Maut, as to whether he removes the souls by himself. In other words, does he do this all alone? Then he said that Malakul Maut has assistants, and they are obedient to him, and he is their leader. And one foot of Malakul Maut is from the east to the west, and the souls of the believers is near the Sidra. Ja'far bin Muhammad says that Malakul Maut carefully observes the faces of people during the 5 namaz. And if it is the time of death, and one who is a namazi, then he chases shaitan away from him, and advises him to recite the kalima. Malakul Maut alayhi salam observes the faces of the people thrice a day. And when a person's lifespan ends, and when his sustenance has been terminated, he removes that person's soul. His family members weep, so Malakul Maut holds the doorpost of his house and says, I have not harmed you in any way, and I am appointed by Allah Almighty for this duty. I have neither eaten his sustenance, neither have I really removed his soul. I will come to you repeatedly until not even one of you is left. Hazrat Mujahid radiallahu ta'ala an reports that the entire earth has been made like a tray for Malakul Maut, so that he may pick up whom he wishes from where he wishes. There are assistant angels appointed to him who gather the souls and bring them to him. Ibrahim alayhi salam asked Malakul Maut in the times of bubonic plague, someone is in the east and someone is in the west. So what do you do in this situation? He said, I summon the souls by the command of Allah, and they come to me. Between both these fingers of mine, and the earth has been made like a tray onto me, so I pick from where I wish. Malakul Maut was asked about how he removes the souls. So he said, I summon them and they come to me saying, Labbaik. Hazrat Shahr bin Hawshab reported that Malakul Maut is seated and the universe is at his knees, and the Lawh-i Mahfuz, on which is inscribed the angels of people, is in front of him. And there are some angels standing before him with respect. The moment a person's time of death arrives, he commands the angels to remove his soul. Hazrat Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala an reported a narration when he was questioned concerning how Malakul Maut removes the souls of two people at the exact same time, whereas one dies in the east and the other in the west. In reply to it, he said, the power and control that Malakul Maut has over the people of the east and the people of the west is like a person who has an eating mat in front of him and picks whatever he wishes from it. Hazrat Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala an reported that Malakul Maut himself causes death to all the dwellers of the earth, and he has been appointed over all the dwellers of the earth. Just as you have power over that which is on the palm of your hand, when he removes the soul of any pure person, he passes the soul over to the angels of mercy, and when he removes the soul of an evil person, he passes it over to the angels of punishment. Reports that Malakul Maut appeared to Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salatu wassalam. So Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam said to him, O Malakul Maut, you wipe out an entire household, but no harm at all is caused to those who are their neighbors. Hazrat Malakul Maut replied, I have no idea of who to wipe out. I am present under the arsh, and then I am given a list of names of those who are to die. So I cause the one whose name is on the list to die. The one whose name is not there, I do not cause him death. And I pray to Allah that He grants us more understanding and knowledge in regards to the discussion of death. Ameen. Bijahin Nabil Ameen. Sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-Habib. Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
Prepare for death, it's a journey we'll all take. Learn how to make it a path to heaven's gate. Learn how to make it a path to heaven's gate.